look, before I get started, I really just want to acknowledge Consul Robert Romero. What a strong advocate Filipino Americans have down here in Louisiana. The reason why the speakers here and Representative Kerner got so involved early on and how we're continuing that is a lot to do with him. He's constantly advocating for the Filipino Americans in Louisiana. And Charlotte Vaughn, too, who in Baton Rouge is also shaking trees to make sure everybody knows everything about our history and that we're here and that we matter and that we're making our mark on this country. So I want to give a round of applause to them, really.
Awesome.
And look, it shows what a wonderful last few years Filipino Americans had. Not to mention Miss Universe winning. How amazing is that? But look, we're on HBO, right? Original series, the most important episode, first episode with a prestigious journalist, world-renowned journalist, Lisa Lang. They're starting to begin telling our story. WDSU, Fox 8, every news network has done stories on the first Asian settlers in the United States, which is the Filipino people. An amazing story that until now, people are starting to really, really know about. So it's a wonderful thing. Our story is being told. It's only going to strengthen the presence of the Filipino Americans here. And look, we've accomplished that. Jefferson Parish working together and now has deemed October Historical Month, Filipino Historical Month. Same with Plaquemines. I'm not sure if it was this year or a few years before. But look, the presence is extending, right? We're starting to be acknowledged that the contributions that the Filipino Americans have provided for this country. And you've seen it, especially during COVID-19, with frontline workers. They risked their lives and to save other lives. And really, statistically, it showed that you had a lot of Filipinos in there doing that. And I think the country really responded in a very appreciative way. So long, Filipinos were forced to assimilate, right? Being conquered by the Spanish for centuries. They were forced to assimilate, and you see that here when they moved down here. A lot of the things I think they deserve a lot of credit for, even some things as simple as shrimp boil, right? And how it relates to the meals they used to have by eating with their hands around the table, and how they revolutionized the shrimping industry. For so long they had to assimilate, and they haven't gotten the credit that they deserved. But now I think it's time to be loud and proud and be proud Filipino Americans. People are starting to really recognize that what we're doing, and we just got to continue working together, be organized, and continue to tell our story. And I'm happy to announce that we have a replica Manila Village coming down to the town of Jean Lafitte. It's going to be first class where everybody across the country can come down and really the world come down and see a replica of Manila Village right on our nature trail. It's going to be state of the art. And look, this wasn't possible without the hard work that Representative Kerner has put into it, right? He's been wanting to do this for so long. But it's been many years where he got the door shut in his face. That was until Speaker Clay Schecksteiner came in and delivered. The only man that said, you know what, I agree with this. We need to tell this story and it's important. So I want to thank him for finally being the one to make this happen. And look, it also tells a story of why we lost Manila Village, right? We were on the front lines of the greatest battle in Louisiana history, the coast, the battle for the coast. And Manila Village, Clark Chenier, they're all lost to the tides. And we don't want Lafitte in this area that has so much rich Filipino history to be lost as well. So that will show people, give them a glimpse of what could happen if we don't continue to fight the coast. So we need the Filipino Americans to join with us in that fight. As the saying goes, Lafitte may be first, but we won't be last. So we need to draw a line in the dirt and say we're going to fight for all of South Louisiana. And look, I don't want to be too long-winded, but I learned something new recently. The name Kerner, right? Tim Kerner, I was very proud of that name. I thought it was a very strong name. The work my father, my grandfather did, and my great-grandfather, I was really proud of that name. But up until now, I realized it has some serious competition for my mom's maiden name, Rojas. Looking at reading about Independence Day, right? The Treaty of Manila, I realized the first independent president was a Roxas, which is a variant of Rojas. Now, whether we have any relation or not, I'm going to run with that. So join with me. But what amazing, and what a better way I mean, there's no place better to celebrate Filipino Independence Day than right here, the Manila marker, right? It shares the name of the treaty, the Treaty of Manila, and it has the same name of the people that came down, the first descendants with the first independent president. So look, it's amazing. You have done a remarkable job. You have done an incredible job. I cherish our friendships. I cherish what y'all do for the country and my heritage, and for my family story. It means the world to me. I enjoy working with y'all every day, and let's continue to be, again, loud and proud, and let's continue this progress going forward. Thank y'all so much.